Good evening, afternoon, day, whatever part of the world you live in. I am Tiffany. Welcome to my channel. This is Everything in Tea. And today we are not drinking tea. Today we're drinking something called Liquid IV. It is a hydration multiplier with Bonnaroo music festival coming up. I thought this might be a nice time to show you, because summer's right around the corner. We don't want you getting injured or anything. Of course, it does come in a giant box like this. This is the lemon lime. It has different flavors. It also comes in like little bags like this. Of course, this is the strawberry, and this is what it looks like. So these are just powder. You pop them in water for flavored water, but it hydrates you. It's got the electrolytes and vitamins and everything you need to stay hydrated, which is extremely important this time of year. So just put it in water and you shake it up. This is the strawberry I'll be tasting for you. So I've got my little cup there. See, actually it might work better on that side. See how big of a mess I can make this. After this, we're going to, after I show you what this is like, today's show, we're going to be making a very, very simple bracelet because obviously I can't really make one. So as you can tell, it does pour out very, very clear. So it does look a little bit cloudy, but that's probably because I've had it in the refrigerator. But yeah, so I just pop it in my water bottle. I usually just take the water bottle with me and pop it in there when I'm hiking or something. You do hear a train. I do live near a train track. You'll probably hear a horn from boats because there's water on that side of me. So I like water and I like trains. What can you do? Didn't know they were going to go by this late, but that's okay. Anyway, that is all about Liquid IV. I will pop the information down below about Liquid IV. It's fantastic for summertime. It is fantastic to hydrate you, and I can't say enough good things about it because I enjoy it. It's nice because it's a little package where you can just pop it in your water after a 5K race, after a marathon, if you ever run a marathon. Don't know if I'll ever get there, but here's to hoping I can. And so let's talk bracelets. Set that over there on the coaster. So this channel actually started out as a channel to do tutorials on. Problem is, this happened. So since it's a nerve and since it's still going through all of its stuff, I decided I would still do them, just in a different way. I can explain very simple ways to do things. I used to teach a art class and craft class, taught children, taught adults, so I feel that I'm very capable of speaking to anybody and everybody, hopefully. So this actually is quite a funny story. So I'll show you my necklace first. So this is a necklace I made years ago. Well, not really years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And it is long, and I made it. I had some beads left over because I used a chain on part of it. So I took the extra. I made this little simple bracelet. And this is what I'm going to show you all how to make a bracelet like this. So it's just a little bendy wire. That's what I used. Well, not wire, but stretchy cord. I did put a tie on it. But I put the tie inside of one of the beads. Where I slid around the beads, after I tied it, I actually covered it up with the beads. So you really can't see where I tied it at. That's what I do with all of them. But yeah, so, it was just one of those extra bead that I had leftover projects. But then, years later, and like I said, these are very, very simple and very, very basic bracelets. Anybody can do them. They're good for Girl Scout troops, teaching them how to do it. They are good for if you're doing a homeschooling, you can use this to show them how to do a craft or art class type of thing. So, yeah, so I also made one for a jack-o'-lantern. And this actually has flat beads. And these are lava beads that you can actually put essential oils in. So, there's different types of beads out there. They don't have to be anything fancy like these. That's what these look like, the little lava beads that are flat. You can find them in round as well. You don't have to use that though, like those type of beads. You can use very simple beads, which we will get into. I want to let you all know what you all will need. So, because it is a very simple bracelet, you can use just very simple cording. So one style you can do, and I would suggest if you're going to use this type of cording, do not measure it. Don't tie it. You can measure it with your wrist or with a measuring tape. That's fine. But this type of cord, this hemp cord here, is good. The problem is you never know if you're going to give it away. You know, you don't know how other people are going to react to what size. So I would actually measure it probably to around right there. I would put the beads around it wherever I wanted to. I would tie a knot like on this end right here to stop the beads from sliding off, and put the beads on. Maybe stop it right through there. Tie a knot. I would not tie this together yet until that person, after you give it to them, you know, to measure it on their wrist and let them tie it or whatever they want to do to it. So yeah, they could turn it into a keychain even. So that's one type you can use. So far we have got, if you want to choose a cord, you could use this type of a cord. You will need a measuring tape if you're not going to use your wrist to measure everything on. Scissors, 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 scissors. That's important to cut things with. Another way you could do it is using a wire, a bracelet wire like so. But the way I do it is, because it's so simple, I use cord. So let's see how I'm going to do this. So this is cord. So as you can tell, it is very, very stretchy. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Call it stretchy cord. I'm not real sure of the exact name of it. Does come in different colors, like there's a gold here. So it doesn't matter what color cord you get. There's even a glow in the dark cord. So you will need a cording. Something that I use, and it's only really, really small. I think I got this at like the dollar store. Where it was actually only $1. Is a bead tray. So you hold your beads right there. You can measure things out right there, like cording or anything. But I do make quite a bit of jewelry. So my suggestion is only get one of these designer board palettes if you make a lot of jewelry. If you plan on doing a lot of these, if you're going to be doing it on vacation or something, you know, the little things to hold your jewelry with and the cording with is pretty nice to have on vacations if you want to do jewelry on vacation. So yeah, so mainly what you will need would be the stretchy cord, scissors, and beads. I do have different sizes. But like I said, I do a lot of jewelry, so I have different sizes. Pretty much the only thing you'll need is needle nose pliers, like so. But pretty much pliers sometimes to like help you tie it with if you're not good at tying things. I use those more on chains than anything else. The last thing that you will need is going to be one of my favorite things in the world. And after you see how many I've got so far, you will see why. So this is just a small amount of beads I've collected over the years. Funny story. So one of the ladies that I knew whenever I was had my own Girl Scout troop, which hasn't been that long ago, was cleaning out their attic, found a tote full of craft items, mainly beads, asked if I wanted it. Sure, why not? did not tell me that they were not in cases. They were all in bags. Some of the bags were opened. They spelled together. So I spent quite a bit of time just putting them into little slots. And I'm fine with that. It was free. I've collected different kinds of beads for I don't know how long now. So I've got more beads than what I know what to do with them. I'm only going to show you some of my beads. Mainly because they're in totes. And like the totes you store clothes and move with. And they're stacked in little boxes like this, you know, or they're stacked in bigger boxes like this. So yeah. So the first set I'm going to show you has letters on them. So they're different types of letterings. Oh goodness, but don't spill them out. So there's different types of letterings on there. So we've got some that are square and they're different colors. We have some that are white, and if I can get this one here out. This one actually has a heart, so it's kind of a neat one because it does have a heart on it. So this is what this one looks like. It's got a little heart on it. And then of course I do have the little ones with T's on it. Of course it's got the holes on the side. I've got flat ones. Actually, I think the pink is pretty. I got flat beads with letters on them. So like I said, I've got quite a bit of beads. This is just some of the letter beads I've got. I do have round ones, just plain round ones with letters on them. So that's one box. The next box has more beads. These have like little white clear crystal beads. It's got some larger green beads. It's got some that are pearlesque type. I've got some that are pink that are pearlesque, you know, that are smaller. I've got some round ones with little sparkly. It sparkles more. It's got like a little, looks like a little diamond cut on it. I've got ones that are shaped like hearts in different colors. I've got some that are shaped like stars in different colors. So yeah, so there's another bead box, you know. Quite a bit of beads go in here, you know. And then wait, there's more. You would think that would be enough, right? No, not for me. So this one here has got other kinds of beads in it. Like I said, we've still got some small flat round beads with little hearts. We've got some little crystal-like little balls that sparkle a lot. We have got the square multicolored letter beads. We have got, don't even ask me why I even have one. We've got a bead shaped like a turtle. Don't ask why, I do not know why. We have got a bead shaped like a well, if you like wells. So, don't know why I have that, but I do. We have got a bead shaped like dolphins. We've got beads shaped like peace signs. And we've got very basic plain little green beads and other color beads as well. So that is what this bead box looks like. So those are 3 different kinds of beads that you could use for this project. Whichever project you'd like to have, you know, you can use those. And then I don't know if you'll ever would want to make a bracelet like that, but I do have the little small beads that are called seed beads, the real tiny ones. I've got all of these that are the small seed beads that came in this nice little case, and then on top it's just different other kinds of beads. So whatever kind of beads you want to use, you can use. The seed beads are probably the hardest ones to work with for this project. So how would you do it? So as long as you got beads, scissors, some stretchy band, you're pretty much set to go. You can measure by using your own wrist, or if you're working with somebody else, you can always measure their wrist. So all you gotta do is take the end right here, take the little bead, slide it in to the end, and slide it down. And that's all there is to it. As you can see, there's a heart, there's a little green bead, and there's a star on this one. So yeah, so that's all you gotta do. And then once you get enough beads where you feel comfortable, you can tie it to fit your wrist. It'll stretch. I know people who will use a jewelry glue just to make sure the tight stays on longer. I know you can use just super glue, you can use just a clear glue. That's up to you. I normally don't. I usually just tie it 3 or 4 times and it stays, because I usually take that and push it underneath the bead. And it depends on what bead you're using. As you can tell, some of these holes, like the heart one, has quite a bit of a hole in it, so I can actually put that into it and hide where you tied up then. My thought process on the gluing, it's up to you. If you want to glue it, glue it. If you don't, don't. Just make sure it's tied very well. Usually stays very well. And so yeah, so that's why you make a very, very simple bracelet. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like I said, it's very simple, it's very basic, not hard to do. With all those summer festivals, I know a lot of people call it candy and they want to take some with you. That's basically the way you make it, and it's very simple, very easy to do. So yeah, so that's the show. Hopefully you've learned something, a little something about bracelet making. Hopefully you've learned something about liquid IV. Stay hydrated this summer if you're out at these festivals. If I see you there, I don't know how many bracelets I'm going to have because I can't make them this year. Usually I make about 100 a year just to take to these festivals. But this year it didn't happen because past 3, maybe 4 months I go to the doctor tomorrow, so it could be through June or July. Which, in June, if you see me at Bonnaroo and my hand's taped up, it's me. So, you know, say hi. I won't be filming at Bonnaroo or anything like that, so don't even think I'm going to. Usually at Bonnaroo, I'm so involved in just having fun. I don't do any of this type of things. But anyway, go out, have a lovely night, have a lovely day, and enjoy yourselves, and I will talk to you all later. Thank you so much for watching.